My name is Alex. I am from the United States. I go to the University of Southern California and I study international relations. Before coming to Indonesia, I didn't really know what to expect. Honestly, I didn't really know too much about Indonesia or really too much about Malang. It turns out that Malang is actually bigger than my city that I come from, because my city is called Rochester in the state of New York, and that only has 300,000 people, but Malang has 600,000 or 800,000 people, so it's bigger. I was actually surprised by, how crowded it was and how many big buildings and the weather too, because people in Malang is kind of referred to as like a cold city, but for Americans it doesn't really feel cold because we're used to more cold temperatures. There are many differences between American culture and Indonesian culture. One of the biggest differences is regarding privacy. So in Indonesia, it's considered normal to ask just a lot of questions to people. For example, where you live, how old you are, are you already married, would be considered kind of impolite to ask someone in America. So in addition, another big difference is time. That is kind of how time is perceived in America. If we make a plan to meet at 6 o'clock, usually we'll arrive at 5:55, between 5:55 and 6:05, whereas in Indonesia, 6 o'clock can mean 6:20, 6:30, 6:35, something like that. And also, something kind of funny about Indonesia is Indonesians are very polite, so when they don't want to do something, or maybe they're not really sure if they can, they have many words. There are many words in Bahasa Indonesia that can be used for that purpose. For example, oh nanti aja, kapan-kapan, or lain kali, or inshallah, things like that. Something that I really like about Malang and about Indonesia is the nature. There's so much greenery, so many beaches, mountains, forests. There's like an infinite amount of natural beauty in Indonesia. Something that I don't like as much about Malang is how much it rains during a lot of the year. So that can make it hard to do activities during the day because it's raining. And in addition, something that sometimes bothers me a little bit is how much attention that I receive as a bule or as a foreigner in Indonesia. I think youth culture is pretty similar in Indonesia and America. Spending time with friends, hanging out, eating food, things like that. In both America and Indonesia, social media is very popular among teenagers. Like whenever they go places, they have an Instagram story, Snapchat, Path, all that kind of stuff. But Americans have more of a reputation for like going to clubs and partying and things like that. Saya mau menyampaikan terima kasih kepada semuanya. Saya sangat senang dan sangat nyaman untuk hidup di Indonesia.